And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Today's verse today is St. John chapter 1, verse 14. Earlier I was playing Ramsey's Rise and Survive, but it crashed, unfortunately. As you can see, I'm only on day 2, and it's already 87.5 megabytes. It's nearly as big as my hardcore world. So yeah, that's just to give you an idea of how quickly that mod can take over an entire space. Let's turn on the face cam here. Oh, wow. The world has detail. Imagine that. I put on my glasses and suddenly the world has detail. It's not just blurry colors. Imagine that. I say that and then I immediately take my glasses off, by the way, so. Speaks for itself. Yo. What is that lag? What's my render distance? Frame rate unlimited. Maybe if I limit my frame rate. Limiting the frame rate makes it look like a potato in resolution, but it works, I guess. No! My lawn! Can that be considered an act of terrorism? I can see it now. I should make newspapers. I should make newspapers for the hardcore world for no real reason. Ah, that cleaned up nicely. Now to retrieve my horses. Where'd the other one go? I hear a skeleton somewhere nearby. It's not in there. That probably means it's in the cave system down below. Yep. Poor guy got jumped. Okay, not gonna lie, I could actually make something out of this underground cave. Make like a secret cave exploring area that I'll probably never use again. Let's be so honest. Yes, because I said 5 below. I said cave below. How good are you at the game? I've survived 464 days before my hardcore world corrupted and I had to retrieve it from the game files. In terms of surviving, I'd say I'm pretty good, but in terms of PvP, yeah, don't expect much. Don't hold your breath, buddy. If you want to see me do some PvP, don't hold your breath. It ain't happening. Oh, that was tamed? Yo, how was I supposed to know it was tamed? That is not on me. That ain't my fault, bro. Hmm. Right here, we got an illegal block. This is what as you can tell by mining it, it's fully oxidized, but it's white because the game thinks this is being struck by lightning right now. It did get struck by lightning, and it's supposed to keep your builds from burning down when lightning strikes. Can you guess why the top of that isn't finished? It burnt down. So, again, we're going to be building the warehouse, which is 20 blocks wide, 100 blocks long, and 20 blocks high, which is actually the actual building standard for a warehouse, for a large warehouse. And as you can tell, this thing is massive. You know what else is massive? I'm just joking. Now I have to... I have 6 touch. I'm an idiot. Where did you come from? You're a mob that's used to cold weather, correct? And now you're stuck in the burning underworld, right? Do you mind? I'm trying to torture your cousin. That came out wrong. That came out so very wrong. Yes, I just imprisoned a stray, a polar weather mob, in the Nether, out of pure spite. You're better than me in Minecraft. Please don't die. You're really good at Minecraft. You're better than me in Minecraft. I mean, I hope I don't die, honestly. And those are the kind of things that you're like, yeah, famous last words, buddy. Because the moment someone says that, you just know the next thing they do is die. Huh, I didn't die yet. Odd. That's usually the end. People dumb enough to say that usually die shortly after. Go and get some fire resistance from a god apple here. There's some nether quartz right there. How'd you dodge that? I want the gas music disc. There we go. There it is, Amos Roddy, Tears. Amos Roddy, yeah. Yeah, let me just stupid-proof the area real quick, because I can just see myself falling in there after the God Apple's effects wear off, so... Excellent. I'm actually doing this on a phone, which is why the screen looks so small, because I'm streaming from a mobile device. I'm actually using a controller via Bluetooth. It just destroyed the... How did I miss that? Oh, I made a serious mistake and a lapse in judgment. And I have Silk Touch. And as a person who has been playing on an Anarchy server, I've made a habit of usually carrying ender chests on me. So tell me how I have made the most crucial error of bringing a Silk Touch pickaxe to gather resources and didn't bring an ender chest. I'm doubting my ability to find my portal as well, because I don't know where it is. But I would if I had my compass that's in my ender chest. I'm so glad I recently got Unbreaking on my Elytra. Elytra. I need to get in the habit of pronouncing it right. I need to get in the habit of calling it an Elytra because that's actually the proper pronunciation. I'll rescue you, don't worry. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. Okay. I got sidetracked, and now I am on a mission just to look for happy gas. Even though I am hopelessly stranded in the nether. Where does this go? Okay, if I was in the overworld, I'd come out at 18,500. Oh! I'm desperate, but am I that desperate? No, but what I can do. Actually, what was I doing all the way out there? Shit, I'm screwed. I am monumentally screwed. I don't have a flint and steel. Fuck up of the century, people. I'm gonna leave the 4 right here because you can cut the corners and still have it, and there are 4 corners, obviously. So I can leave this here to mark that this goes somewhere, and I can come back to it later. Okay, do you mind? Peekaboo. Oh. Where am I? Ooh. Well, that's right, I don't have soul speed. Greetings, gentlemen. Well, I don't have fire resistance. I think I recognize the area. I don't! What am I doing in 1,000? I'm not. I'm an idiot. I was reading the wrong coordinates. There it is. That's the room to the portal, I believe. Yes. Here it is. And we can decorate the entrance now. They'll be fine. What I need to do, sounds of dryness. That is interesting. Apparently, happy guests make, and I quote, sounds of dryness. Oh dear lord. I can't with this, bro. This is bonkers. Sounds of dryness is diabolical. Sounds of dryness is just mind-blowing. That's crazy, in fact. Okay, so I'm out of ender chests. So what am I gonna do? Dupe them. When all else fails, duplicate. Actually, no, nah. Fortune 3. Why am I laggy? I already had tears. I didn't realize I already had tears. My bad. Oh, but in other news, peak right here. Give it a moment. Love the beat drop. Should we mine in the nether the old-fashioned way? Nah. Okay, why is there... I don't even know why this one's here. I'm too used to having silk touch. Get off the mob drop box. I need that. Something fell. Again, something fell. Something fell! Something fell. Something over here is falling. Why'd my chat open? That was something. I don't even know what to think of that. You know, I've decided I want to ender pearl. Oh, he's not even in here anymore. I should have name tagged him. All that effort for nothing. Flashbang. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Hello, Mr. Gast. I have fire res, okay. The sound of picking up items easily be turned into ASMR. I don't need all this netherrack. I have more than enough. I have 16 golden apples. I don't have any wood. I'll have to find some. Where'd the shulker box go? No. It broke. had a feeling there was some in here. Bruh. Are you in hardcore? Yes. And the stream crashed. Alright, you either love it or hate it. I'm indifferent. Look at that, a perfect view of the cherry blossom here. Who was that just commented? Hello, Freddy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, my friend. So this is what happened to all the dirt that I had. Hmm. I know I need more ender chests. Hmm. I just watched those items despawn. So here's the thing, this won't work if I don't turn on screen animations. I'm actually holding an extra item now. That extra item being the bundle. Can I join? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, you cannot. This is, strictly single player. Welcome to the stream, Shadow, and welcome to the stream, MJ. I'm doing good, how are you? Right here we got the illegal portal. That's interesting. The subtitles don't show that the portal's making any sound, even though it is. Portal's not even supposed to be here. What's your favorite biome? Shadow Alex, I said no, you cannot join, and also you didn't even finish that sentence. You typed in, you had the same typo twice. WSP, can I JO? I'm assuming you meant to say, can I join? But please do not repeat messages. I will see them eventually. And what? You know, that's a good question, Shadow Alex. And what? This conversation is confusing the hell out of me, bro. Answer my question, what's your favorite biome? If I had to pick a biome, it would probably be either the mangrove swamp or the deep dark. The deep dark is a cave biome that has a chance of generating an ancient city structure. And the mangrove swamp is just it's just cool in and of itself. Gonna dupe this shulker box a few dozen times. I like the cherry blossom biome. Yeah, a lot of people will say that. I mean, it's all right, but I honestly think it's a bit overused. How many years have you been playing Minecraft? How many years since I've been playing? I've been playing since around 2011 or 2012. Are you gay? No. It's at times like these. Of course, the one time none of my mods are in the stream. We have we have we have one of these types in the chat. 15 years is. Has it been 15 years? Damn, uh, am I old? 15. Has it really been that long? I mean, in terms of the gaming community, I'm probably old, but well, no, I would technically be an OG. I'd be old if I remembered playing Pac-Man. I've played Pac-Man before, but not when it was popular. I'm not that old. I'm just 21, bro. I was born in 2005. All right. I've been playing Minecraft for reference, I played mine. I was keeping up with the happenings of Minecraft ever since it was called Cave Game. I remember back when it was called Cave Game. I was following along on the. It was a thread on some third party website. I'm pretty sure that the discussion website isn't even up anymore. I can't remember what it's called or if it's even up anymore, but it was some third party discussion website. I was keeping up with the happenings of the game through that thread. And I kept up with it up until I believe it was the update where the Steves dropped gunpowder. The little black Steve characters would drop gunpowder, which in retrospect I now understand completely why that caused so much controversy. It was crazy. Notch was something else. You are a senior of most Minecraft creators? Not really. I'm not a senior. There are some older. There are plenty of people who've been keeping up that long. Some people have been playing for that long. I've just been keeping up with the news. I didn't officially start playing, I think, until I don't know what the version was, but I do know that villages had gravel pathways. There was a glitch where villagers wouldn't always be guaranteed to spawn in the village. Like some villages would just spawn and there wouldn't be any villagers in them. And back then, villager breeding was tied to the amount of doors in the village, not beds. Because back then there weren't beds in villages. But there were beds in the game, they just weren't in villages. This was back when there was only one kind of bed and it was red, like the classic. Back before there were I'm talking back before there was anything more than oak wood. I'm remembering as far back as I can. None of this is actually at one point. Just bear with me here. Like I have a hazy memory. I'm not very good. I can't tell you exactly what was when. But I do remember back when there wasn't even a hunger bar and you couldn't stack food. Um I hated the game back then. I'm not gonna lie. Back then, I'm gonna be so honest. Back then, I I I didn't like the game. I thought it was trash because I mean, well, no. When let me rephrase that. It wasn't then that I thought the game was trash. I'm talking about back before I'm talking about when you would spawn with a preset hotbar of building materials. Like, I honestly can't remember when. I don't think they originally had the hearts in. I don't think there was originally a creative or survival mode. You couldn't fly, but you couldn't die either. And there weren't. The farthest back I can remember is when I was keeping up with a game called Cave Game. Like, farthest back I can remember is when I was reading threads about some sandbox game called Cave Game. I heard about Minecraft a long time later and didn't connect it until I believe 2020 when when I finally decided to purchase Pocket Edition, and I was sitting on the loading screen and I saw the tooltip. Minecraft's original name was Cave Game, and my jaw dropped as I realized this masterpiece is the same thing. By any chance, are you interested in getting a couple artworks done to support an artist? Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no budget. Not gonna lie. I'm running on hopes and dreams, yeah, especially in today's economy. Pocket change is like a fairy tale to me. Actually, no. I usually have about $7 or so left over after everything, but there's not really much you can do with $7, and lately there hasn't even been that much left over after after grocery shopping and everything. We're walking a tightrope right now. One thing that I did plan ahead is the only money I'm probably going to invest into the channel is whatever money I make from the channel. So if the channel doesn't make any money, I won't be investing anything unless the channel gets really close, but there's I'm just not earning anything yet. Then I might invest something into like maybe advertising the channel, maybe paying some people to give me a shout out. Oh, crap. Yes, I was able to sleep. Ah, crap. I botched it. I didn't do something right. No, I definitely need to get a lever because it is not easy to time it with a torch. I need a lever. Um, I have no idea where this lodestone compass is pointing. Oh yeah, the swamp one, I redirected it to point at the stronghold. Okay, so I need... what did that say? At least read what I'm writing. What? Um, didn't know the chat was still going. I zoned out. What does this say? If you have a budget, no problem. Pay me up front 30. If you don't invest in your channel, then how will it grow? If you most people see a channel, my friend, did by any chance have you ever had a successful channel like even like 300 subscribers? My channel is successful because I pump out content successfully and it's been growing. I almost qualify for monetization and I haven't even I've had this channel for less than a year. And I haven't invested a dime, not even a penny, into this channel. And if I do invest money into it, it won't go into thumbnails or art, it'll go into advertising. The thumbnails in art, I can do myself. I know how to download an image editor. I know how to use I know how to use an artwork app. I have one. I just don't really make thumbnails cuz I don't really use them. The thumbnail of this channel is mainly just is mainly just me testing to see if having a thumbnail will make any difference. And it's nothing against you, and if I had money, maybe I would, but I don't think you realize you say you want 30% up front or 50% up front, either way. Did you not hear what I said? At any point, the most spare change I have is like less than $7. That's why I genuinely didn't realize you were still in the chat, because most people who come here to advertise that they're doing thumbnails usually dip after I say that. No, look, no business or work is successful. Clearly, you're not a businessman. Clearly, you are not a businessman. You don't do business, obviously. You're right. You do invest money. But the key is to invest as little money as possible while taking the products purchased with that money and getting as much profit as possible. You can just give me $10 up front. Again, I I am not paying for thumbnails. I'm not paying you for something I can do myself. You like tricks? Check this out. That's not the profile picture I'm looking for. No. All right. Hmm. talking about how no channel can grow. You have 2 subscribers, which I can guarantee are alt accounts. You subscribe to yourself using alt accounts because you have no content and you joined on April 16th. You haven't even been here an entire 30 days and you have 2 subscribers and no content. The way that happened is with alt accounts, or you paid for subscribers, which is against the community guidelines. And you're asking for money in you're pestering me about business in a YouTube chat. Do you realize that advertising a business in someone's live chat is actually against the TOS, right? That's AI generated. That's an AI generated. MJ3131 is the handle and the user. Hey, MJ here. Oh. There's no way that I've just been sitting here getting mad. And oh my god, it's automated. It's automated. MJ3131 was timed out by Bedrock from MC for 86,000 seconds. Hey! 24 hours is somewhere around 86,000 seconds. Okay? That's interesting. You figured it would be more. I figured it'd be more seconds than that. But oh well. You know, I'm gonna make a short out of that. That's like a perfect clip for him right there. Someone talking about how I won't be able to grow my channel if I don't put money into it. Meanwhile, they're sitting there with 2 subscribers at that probably, truth be told, it is alt accounts joined like even last week. Like maybe 2 weeks ago at most. The 16th of April. And they're talking about how, oh, you can pay this much up front, and you can pay 30% up front and then 50% after it's done. I could tell something was up the moment they told me to pay 30% and then 50%. Where's the other 20%, bro? Am I getting some 20% discount you didn't mention or something? Think your math's a bit off. They're presenting it like it's this amazing business, like it's this amazing offer. And I immediately know something's off when the total adds up to 80%, and I'm like, you're missing 20%, bro. Like, that's I'm genuinely curious how many creators get pestered by just these randoms out of nowhere that think they're like the best businessman in the world, offering $10 to make a thumbnail. Dude, if I want a thumbnail, I play Minecraft. Thumbnails are pretty easy to make. And I can learn, and as a person with autism and a hell of a lot of time on my hands, if I fool around enough, I could probably learn to make good thumbnails. If I had a computer, the thumbnail I'm currently using, I made with this. It's a phone. Of course, my thumbnails aren't going to be that good. I'm a mobile streamer. What do you want from me? Aside from my money, which you're not getting anyways. I'm not gonna pay someone to do art that I could do myself if I wasn't too lazy. I mean, how hard could it be to make a clickbait thumbnail? All I need is a cutout of my character with its arms raised as though it's surprised, sticking out of the corner with an insane build that, let's be honest, I'm not really building in the video. It's just to get you to click. It's just to get click-through rates. Like, once you click on the video, you pretty much... The more people that click on the video, even if they don't stay to watch, the fact that they clicked on it at all shows that it's interesting, and then people just decide it's not what they were looking for. And that'll make the algorithm push it until it finds someone who does stay to watch for at least 5 minutes, so that it knows what kind of audience to push the video to. How did it survive that double critical? Bro! For the love of God! That's 4, 5. My turn. Bruh. Okay. $93.2. Oh. I just realized something. How am I gonna light this thing up? I'll use a glass roof. Glass roof, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come to think of it, warehouses do have like uh squares of open ceiling in some places. Yo, that's a crazy thing to say the first thing you enter the chat, bro. That that is a crazy. The shadow guy asked you. I thought you were asking too. I didn't even humor the question. That was a while ago. And there was this other character, this other person who kept talking in chat about how uh they kept pestering me. I've told them no about 10 different ways as politely as I could. And then I just told them straight up no, that I wasn't doing it. Even getting to the point that I was being rude, and they still wouldn't give up. They were trying to get me to pay them to do a thumbnail or something, and they were talking crap. They were talking some crap about how if you don't invest money into your channel, how's it gonna grow? It's been growing fine up to now, and if I do invest money, it's not going to be into thumbnail art from someone who popped up in my chat. And how is my channel gonna grow? By consistent uploading. They were talking about how no business is gonna grow without having money invested in it. Bruh, you talking how no business is gonna grow. This is a YouTube channel, not a landscaping service, bro. Like, what you mean business? I literally stream myself playing video games. The fuck you mean business, bro? Yeah, I've seen that guy in a few other people's chats. No, it's not. It's not even. I know who you're talking about. He's a stand-up guy, and he has He has a good reputation. This person is someone who joined like about a month ago. Not a month ago. He joined last month. Not even 2 weeks ago. My bad. Sorry, I said that wrong. He literally joined last week. If I remember correctly, didn't you have another hardcore world? This is the same one. Oh, you mean the one in the desert biome? Yeah, I died in that one. That's a throwback. You were here. I thought you were a first-time viewer. I didn't recognize you. Truffle, that's right. You've been here since well before. You've been here since around 200 or 100 subscribers. That's right. You're an OG. That's right. I used to watch this back a few months. Yeah, that's the crazy part though. I went from 100 to 400 in a few months, and it's probably the fastest any of my channels have grown. That's right. You were the person who the exams popped up, and I haven't seen you since. How did exams go? Cause I remember I had said it was important to focus on studies for the exams, cause exams exams and tests usually determine. Exams went fine. Oh, what I was gonna say is exams and tests usually are a big part of defining grade point average, and it could really affect what kind of college you can get into. I had a 4.0 GPA until I missed, I think, 2 questions on an exam. And the crazy part is, it wasn't that I didn't know the answer, it's I misinterpreted what question they were asking. I misunderstood the question being asked. Like, the way that they were phrasing the question just didn't make any sense. To this day, I still am adamant that they should have phrased the question better. Yeah, questions are complicated. And they're complicated enough, and then there's... The questions are complicated, but it really doesn't help when the person who wrote the questions seems like they didn't even read the material. Like, there have been several questions that I've come across where I understand the gist of what's being asked, but you can tell that whoever wrote it clearly didn't read what you were supposed to read. Like, they don't even understand the material when they go to phrase the question. It sounds ridiculous the way they say it. What even are you making? I'm making a warehouse that is up to the actual US building code. This is a genuinely accurate sized warehouse. This is your standard large warehouse. 100 blocks long, 100, let me rephrase that, 100 square meters long, 20 square meters wide, and 20 square meters tall. Do you have a design in mind? I mean, given the fact of how big it is, I seriously underestimated how massive this thing was going to be. You know what else is massive? No, I'm just kidding. I seriously underestimated how absolutely massive this build was going to be. So I think I'm just going to keep it. This is just going to be for storage. I'll probably never need all of this, truth be told. If at any point during this hardcore world, I need to build a second warehouse, just know that I'm probably going to lose my mind. In terms of a design in mind, not really. I'm gonna build it with the same design standard as the quality and frames per second of the stream is very low. Yeah, I know. However, if I stream it in a way that the quality is better, then the discoverability of the stream if I stream it like this, vertical, and the image is very small and crappy, people can be scrolling through live streams and they can happen upon my stream. However, if I even if I try, I can stream it vertical. I can stream it vertical so that it's supposed to be discoverable when scrolling through live streams. But when I set it to where the quality and image gets bigger, for some reason, even though it's supposed to be in vertical, it just doesn't show up in a vertical stream. It just won't. Even though it's a vertical live stream, it it doesn't show up in the vertical live stream feed. I don't know why. Must be a glitch or something. I know it probably is a glitch, but it's really hurting like the quality of my videos. Because if I want good quality, and I want good quality, then my subscriber count goes down because some of my viewers genuinely just wait until I stream vertical and then go find me there. But if the stream quality is good, for some reason it doesn't pop up in the vertical feed. So then they think I just haven't been streaming. However, some of my more frequent viewers have figured it out, and some of my more frequent viewers have figured it out, and I usually get so aggravated when a YouTuber says, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because I'm like, if I subscribe, wouldn't I already get notifications? No, that's the thing. If you subscribe, the default is personal. The notifications you get are personal. In other words, what it's saying, the moment you subscribe, unless you go out of your way to find that channel again multiple times, it's not going to give you any notifications because it has no way of personalizing it. It doesn't know if you're actually interested in that. You have to set the notification to all notifications. You have to turn on all notifications, or you just probably won't ever find my channel again until it becomes relevant. I'm probably going to wrap up this stream pretty soon, truth be told. And I'm probably going to go make myself some lunch. After do some work, we'll check in with you. I'll probably be... This stream will probably be over by then. In fact, I'm probably going to end it now. Yeah. Be sure to like, subscribe, and although I usually don't say it, do turn on the notification bell if it's not already set to If the notifications aren't already set to all notifications, please turn it to that, so you can get all the updates when I post a video or when I start a stream. As always, GG's and stick around. We'll finish this warehouse probably during the next stream, probably tomorrow, so stick around. GG's and bye for now. Peace out.